Hello, this is Ananda. So, we are more than our physical body. Many clairvoyants can actually perceive that there are more bodies, there are energetic bodies around us. Some say there are 7, and some have perceived more than that, 13 and possibly more. So, when we're thinking about ourselves and how we can care for ourselves, then we have to think about more than just our physical bodies. We have to think about our emotional state, our emotions, and also our mental state, so our mental bodies. And some would say that we also have a spiritual body as well. So, which is what the holistic therapist would look at. Not just at your nutrition perhaps, but at thoughts as well, and feelings, your emotions, and also if there's anything in the other bodies, the spiritual bodies, which would need some attention. So now why am I talking about this? It's because I understand that a lot of people don't know about this. They may have very little understanding about it, and perhaps they're wondering why, if they take good care of themselves physically, they get the exercise they need and very good nutrition, that perhaps they still don't feel well. Now that's because we have to look holistically at the person. We need to look holistically at ourselves and what is causing us stress, emotional stress perhaps, and mental stress as well. And when we do that, we also have to look at where there are knots. When you go to a massage therapist, or you go for a massage, they might say, oh, you've got lots of knots. And for me, it's in my shoulders and my neck, and sometimes in the legs. Oh, you've got lots of knots there, and they have to really work gently to release them. And we can have those in the energy bodies too. Now, where do they come from? And I think that especially with the muscles, we're constantly, perhaps if we're really worried about something, we're contracting them. So do you remember a time when you were quite frightened and we're like this, we contract, and it's because we're trying to protect ourselves. It's like, no, keep away, don't touch me. And we scrunch all our muscles up. And if it's just done one instance, and the person can gradually come through their fear and come back to normality, then that's fine. But if it's done a lot, we're squeezing a lot, and squeezing for days, consistently every day, even if it's for a period of time, you're going to find that it takes quite a lot to start to release, to come back to a state of physical softness, of no knots, of the muscles and all parts of the body feeling much better and not aching, because when there are knots, it has a tendency to really ache. Now, if you think about that happening in your other bodies as well, that's when we get knots in our system, in the rest of the energetic system. And these can be caused by all types of trauma, physical trauma, perhaps physical accidents, emotional trauma, mental trauma. So when if you understand that you can get this in your physical body, the other bodies can also have that. So we may find that there are a lot of limiting beliefs, which is what we call limiting beliefs, and they might be in other bodies, other parts of our bodies, but they correspond to a physical part of the body as well. So I'm just creating this short video just to start the ball rolling for explanations of this for this because I will be creating workshops to help us to go deep within our bodies, and discover what's going on, you know, what the limiting beliefs are, what the old negative mindsets are, and discovering them and then releasing them, because I find that when we become aware of something, something comes up to your consciousness from the depths of your subconscious, you know, from the depths of the body as well. They tend to lose their charge, they tend to lose their power, and they tend to lose their hold of us because we're aware that we're thinking this way, and therefore we can start to not think this way and start to focus on something which is much better for us and will help us to thrive. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll be creating a series of videos over the next few days and possibly the next few weeks, and also some short meditations as well, just to give you a feel of how this can work for you. Thanks very much for listening and watching, and have a beautiful day. Bye for now.